Raining down there, Gabe?
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Sure is. It's not very hard, but it's coming down. I think it almost stopped.
Yeah, we've been hitting this. Nice drizzle. Heavy drizzle, I guess you could call it.
I actually really like the rain.
Yeah. Well, it was nice. It rained night before last, and then the day was a little sunny up here, and just made it like fresh and, clean air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sure. There we go. Get ready to short this baby. Maybe like another bar.
Anyone following Bitcoin?
Not really. I know what it is, but that's about it.
It went from like 20 2 years ago to now 750. It was the high the other day. But I can't find a feed for it, which is a little curious to me. They want you to, all these brokers, they want you to use their own very primitive charts. So I can't apply my own system to it.
Charts? Who uses charts?
We don't need no stinking charts. What are you, some technical analysis? Jeez.
Since when did we go away from flipping a coin, huh?
That's bizarre, though. I've looked and looked, and to my knowledge, it just doesn't exist, which is kind of a little cause for pause for me.
Alright, so YM is up here. Looks like it's giving us some exhaustion right here off the Globe XI.
Yeah, Russell's doing the same. That's why I took it short. Whether I'm going to be right or not, it's yet to be seen. Good rationale right now. 10 minutes from now, it could be. A whole different story. That's the problem I have, is I usually make it on one and lose on another, so.
Yeah.
I wish I'd get the fax in the morning that says, only trade CL, don't trade TF.
Oh, yeah, right. Only be looking at this one market.
Yeah.
Everything else is junk.
Yeah. What do you think of the CL long now? Not near, but not quite down to your 40.
I don't know.
bouncing right off that yesterday's highs at 1148. And R1 is there too.
Still making up its mind in my book.
Yeah. Or are you just making up your mind?
Well, I like to say that I'm letting the market make up my mind, but
Okay.
we'll see.
What? I gotta take off for just a second. Alright, the TF's working real well. Take some off.
So is the YM, but I didn't get it.
Yeah. See, I'm short, so I need to buy back.
Well, it's the way it goes sometimes, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going in with market orders, or are you going in with your limits? Jose?
No, with no limits.
So you don't wait for confirmation, you just get into an area.
Well, if I got a good zone, I just get into a good area. And like today, I said, let me wait, see what happens. It jumped into a little supply up there, or a lot of supply, but I don't know. I'm just getting used to this. So I mean, I've been making good trades on the zones that I don't have an exact zone pinpointed up there where it came up.
I always wait for the buyers to step away. Just my little thing, which is I hate to get in on a big momentum move to the upside,
Mm-hmm.
And it just, like jumping in front of a train. But that's each to her own, and I notice that everything's low. Everybody has their, even though Gabe and I trade supply, I use his system, but we trade it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing right or wrong to it. It's just what you feel comfortable with.
Yes, getting used to using Gabe's system with confirmation, but right now on the YM, I got the 1 minute chart. Where do I go in? It already broke the Globex down from the high, and I missed it. So how do I jump into it?
That's a tough question, huh?
Well, what let me show you something else that I'm working on here. But I think that is a really good question, no doubt about it. How do you jump into that one that you think that you've missed, So what I'm liking right now is I have a double bar and a single bar engulfing pattern. So let's say that this thing, you feel like that's the top, right? So basically, as soon as these two red bars engulf this green bar to the upside, you can try to take it here, okay? Or, and that's the open of the candle, all right? Or as soon as it surpasses the low, you're thinking, all right, so I've had two bars down as such that, and I think that this is a real good area to be playing off of. If you go and wait for price to come try to come back to this open and you
Mhm.
jump on like with a limit order just below that, yeah, your risk is more. I'm not going to say you're reducing your risk at all, but at least allows you to jump on. You know.
Yes. Well, I
So
was waiting for that Globex High to come back and play, but I don't think it's going to come back.
the other thing to do is just watch the opens. Like if you have a green bar amongst the red, kind of like this here, and let's say you still want to get short, watch that open. So as soon as this low is surpassed, look to get short off the open of that green candle, and like your stop would be above the consolidation, or in this case I kind of see like maybe something just above there, you know. That's stuff that I would be looking at. Or the safe play would be to obviously put it above the high up there, but again, you know, like what do you want to do, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So but I have a little indicator if you want to see all those little entry signals. I can show that to you.
Sure.
And there's a lot of them, just FYI. It's double bar and single bar in golfs is what it is.
Okay. I downloaded one that you gave us a few weeks ago. Last week, I think it
Yeah,
was.
that's nothing like this one.
Oh, okay.
CL is killing me here.
Hey, I got to run, Gabe.
Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Hey, Cash.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Hey, see you, Cash. Good to hear your voice.
Take care. Bye.
It hit my 35. I didn't get in. Didn't fill up.
Oh yeah, that stinks when that happens. Alright, well, I just took a little loss. I might try to get right back into this thing. Where's my thing? There it is. Got stopped out for 10. I thought it exceeded the trend line, and so I got in.
You short?
No. I went long. I got stopped.
Oh.
Gabe, on that last trade where you got stopped out, can you just sort of talk through your logic getting into it?
Oh, yeah, sure. Basically, if we look over here, I was playing the consolidation here, you know, and thinking that it might break into another up move, you know, um, in a trend following way, you know. So as soon as this thing got, like I saw this trend line being drawn here, you know, and I was just waiting for a good solid green candle close above it, and I got it here at 57, and I thought, like, wow, you know, I'm good, you know. So I thought that if I saw this like nice little, almost an inside bar, and then this big candle up there, I thought that was a good entry, you know. So I guess technically I took it on that one because I waited for this candle to close. But then it just came back and knocked me out, and spent a lot of time ranging in there, and yeah. But it did beat the trend line. It just had no conviction. And because of where my entry was, I never even saw it tick a green. So I guess that was a bad read on my part.
Yeah, but it makes sense. I see why you did it, though.
Alright, so now we're at the Globex high again. And we're inside that first 5-minute range, too. I know you're watching that, right, Daryl?
Yes, in fact, I watch it on 3 time scales, including the 5, 15, and the 1 hour. However, I'm showing the much lower. I'm showing the 5-minute high at 94.13, and I'm looking for the midpoint at 94.09. I'm trying to get long at 94.10, one tick above the midpoint, right there. But I am using Rankos, which kind of throws them off a little bit.
So your low is at 94.10, is that right?
The midpoint.
Oh,
The 5-minute midpoint is at 94.10. I've got the high at 94.13 and the low at 94.06. So a very narrow range, obviously, for this first 5 minutes. Oh, another thing. I'm glad you asked. I begin my range at 901 to 906. You know, we had that conversation, whatever, days back. And I went back and I've tested and retested. I spent hours comparing both. I'm of the opinion that the 901 to 906 functions better for me.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you might want to look at that. And I do the same with the 15-minute and the 1 hour. Look at that midpoint. Look, just don't take my word for it. Back test it, and look at the respect that it gives that midpoint. And the whole day is balanced around it. And therefore, if it finds support there, then my bias is obviously to the north side. Obviously, if it breaks through it and then retest from beneath, then I would have a bearish bias.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point today, it's probably going to come into that. I mean, I've used that as almost a complete methodology, and then I I don't. I mean, I'm somehow, I'm looking at about 6 different methodologies currently, while I continue to try to hack yours.
Oh, fair enough.
Just kidding.
Fair enough.
No, I'm not a hacker at all. I don't know the first thing about programming, but I'm just trying to understand it.
Right. I use trend lines and zones. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah.
Oh, Globex high and low levels too, and the close. A little bit into pivots, but not huge.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I haven't seen it before, to my knowledge, and I have, studied them, really all that I can get my head around. So it is kind of unique, and at least to my awareness. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the degree of patience that I'm learning in this room, because I think I can really learn from that.
Yep. Well,
It's not uncommon for me to place 30 or 40 trades in a day, and it's just wearing me out.
oh, I'm sure it is.
I am green in the process, but I can see these larger moves. I'm just having to rebuild my confidence. I'm just kind of chicken shit for getting hammered. I used to carry a really wide stop, I think is why, and you get a few of those running against you, and it's kind of hard to recover from. All right, let's see what happens here at 94.10. I'm trying to get long at 94.11.
Yeah, to me, I'm not playing that level just yet.
Do you consider the news, Gabe, for the CL at the 10 o'clock consumer confidence?
Nope.
The natural gas, what's it called?
Some people may look at the news. All I care about is crude oil inventories.
Okay.
Another quick comment, Gabe. On my chart, on my time charts, as my time-based charts, my 1 minute, and I show a large gap where you have a solid candle from the open up to that gap from 94.27 to 94.50, and I wonder why that is. Anyway,
What time did this happen?
9.
I have it on both of my charts. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. No big deal. I'm not. If you had a quick answer, that's one thing. I don't expect you to try to.
Yeah.
What contract are
I'm sorry.
you trading the January contract?
Yes, sir. CL. So I was seeing that I was anticipating the fill of a gap, but I noticed you don't have the gap.
It is interesting. I don't even have a gap from. Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, I'm looking now. I've got it on every time frame. Even when I repaint the screen, it shows up. Anyway, we're not going to make it to that midpoint, it doesn't look like.
We'll see. All right, so on on this 5-minute bar here, that's that 5-minute really engulfed this red bar here, but the fact that it made a new low is there's no reason to jump in front of the bus, especially if it continues on down here. Have that 15-minute level right there too, or the bottom of the 15-minute level there. 94.39 or 94.38. Oh wait, that was really close to where my entry was yesterday. Huh. I remember you. Alright, so we're in our 7 o'clock time. We did. I'm gonna draw a trend line in here, see what I can see. Okay, so that looks like a third bounce off that trend line right there. I just had a 1 minute zone form up down there from the low. At 17. I see you posted something there, Daryl. What was that?
How remarkable how it respects those levels, huh, Gabe?
Mm-hmm. It is odd. Was that from yesterday's?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Naturally, I fitted it to a day that it worked.
Of course. Yeah. So how does it work as far as the extension is concerned?
I'll draw a fib. I'll use a fib extension from top to bottom, projecting downward, and then vice versa.
And they're what, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, something like that?
That's correct. Mm-hmm. The 27 and the 618 are also very important. 786.
That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. And it, some days, you can detect that it's the algorithm will shift, and then it'll use actual fib numbers instead of whole numbers, instead of like the 100, 200, 300. I've observed that it will go like 1618, 2618, 3618, etc. You follow me?
Yeah.
That 3618 is a very powerful level. It almost always responds to for some reason. Yeah. So it's something these big cats are doing that. That's a hard number for them. It would appear.
Well, if you take my little area here and extend it out, that was a 100 right there that we saw to the very top of that high.
Gotcha.
Oh, now it just shifted.
Using like your 520 time frame. I'm sorry, where you're beginning that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just starting it at 6:01.
Okay, gotcha.
There's 6 o'clock. Whatever.
Yeah, it's like an AB equals CD right there.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens. But to me, that was a wonderful bounce off that trend line.
Yeah. And which is also probably harmonic right there.
Probably.
See, based on how deep that pullback is, then you can project, into. You looked at that?
One, two, three, one, two. I think we're going up. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Hey, thanks, Larry, for joining us. Appreciate you being here. Hope it's been helpful. I kind of like the way this thing is working here, actually. Here's that same trend line. But I feel like there's consolidation, like right around in this area here. It's like popped out of it, retested it once. That was the second retest, so that's what I'm looking for, is to the long side there. Plus, it's it's a very nice time of day trade, If that was really the case. And all this is happening more so on the 15-minute chart than I see even on the 1 minute or 5 minute.
Okay, I just figured out what was causing the gap. I had a second feed open. And I closed that. I just rebooted the engine, and it went away, the gap.
That's odd. If you don't mind me saying so.
Yeah, I think I mentioned I just did subscribe to the kinetic feed for those currency pairs, and
Mhm.
apparently it was throwing something off. Which gives a different result to the opening range of today.
I'm reloading some charts right now. What do you guys have as yesterday's close?
On which one?
On CL?
Oh, okay.
I've got 9369.
I have 71. How about on YM? but I'm using the end of the session time, which is at 1:30 or 1:15 my time, and I'm not using pit close. Are you using pit close, or do you know?
I'm using the session template.
It's still like 2 ticks is acceptable. And then on YM, Jose, what do you have?
I'm sorry, I'm going to have it'll take me a moment. Grab that.
Sorry, Gabe. What was it? What I have on the YM? What to close?
Yeah, what do you have for YM for the close of yesterday?
Yesterday's close 15.989.
Wow. That's where I see yesterday's close on if you can see my screen.
What do you have at 7.9?
I have 15.880.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I was getting yesterday's high. Yeah, that's your market close 880.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I've got 83.
Okay, so I have officially made the most complex chart ever to read. There's 2 time frames in this data series, a 1 minute and a 5 minute. Only the 5 minute bars are showing, and the 5 minute data series is set to the CME or the NYMEX Energy RTH. So you only get to see the 5 minute bars printed on this current time frame here, right? But yet you still have all that 1 minute data, but the 5 minute bars only print during the day. And then there's a whole bunch of indicators applied, and yeah, raw
Gabe,
indicators.
I don't know if you can make money trading that, but I bet you could make money selling it as a Christmas ornament.
Probably could. It's got all the holiday colors on it, right? It's like a Christmas tree. Now all I need it to do is blink.
If you can get it to blink, you gotta sell her. You gotta.
Really? Okay. Hold on. For only $19.95. Oh.
Sammy?
Man, YM is technically, I guess it's making new highs. It's slow. Everything feels very slow today. Oh, that took long enough. Alright, so I was able to take a little long down here off of this 32 area, so just got T1. See if we can take the next one at the highs up here. Let's see here. Oh, of course, I've been muted this whole entire time. Of course. Oh well. Sorry about that, guys. So I was able to get along and I got my first target and I just got my second. Did anybody else jump on the long boat with me? I take that as a no.
I'm sorry, I guess I'm speeding. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can now. That was loud.
Sorry about that.
Christmas tree ornaments, huh, Bruce? I see how it is. I'm just more jolly than you are. Oh, by the way, I had to put my stop at 17, so it wasn't pretty to get into this thing. An entry at 32, so it's a big stop.
My target's 88.
My third target is 95.14, which is that 60-minute level just above us. I'll bring over the craziness chart here. All right. So let's see what happens here. I'm actually going to try to erase some of this stuff. Well, I'm going to put it aside over here. That's what I'm going to do. Looks like it's failing to break 83. Could be a retracement back down there to our previous highs. Into that area of consolidation right around 58 or so, I think.
Yeah, I'm out. A lot of divergence showing up here too.
There's a little zone up here on my 1 minute chart. So this is what we're hitting up against right now. As well as time of day, I think, because we're at the 7:30 time of day. But if I can hold this 7 o'clock trade for an hour, that would be really nice. I'd be super stoked. For whatever reason, I find that if you can hold trades for about an hour, like, your P&L can do really great things.
Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't really paid attention to that before now, but I think that does hold a lot of merit. It's a time of day.
Oh, there it goes. It's just a little retracement back down there to the previous high. That's all. Nothing to be worried about. And the time of day thing.
Yeah, that was my target.
Oh wait, you got long?
No, I was at, yeah, I was long from the second trade, 36. And I was targeting 88. But I got out. I stopped out.
Well, 36 isn't a bad entry at all.
Mm-hmm. It's 2 ticks above the midpoint. See, it came back into that midpoint.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm. Let me show you that.
Because, I mean, in theory, you probably had like 40 or 50 ticks.
Yeah, it went against me, so I ended up with whatever, 32. I got stopped out at the very bottom of my sliding whatever.
I think I might lock in underneath 50. Yeah, I think I'll lock in at 50. Ah, shit, I'll make it 52 so I get an even number of ticks out of that. So 94.52 is where I'm locking in.
I'm seeing something at 9528. 9528 is a significant level for me.
I have 9528 or 9528 landing in the middle of an aqua zone over here. And actually, maybe this isn't even the best chart to share with you guys. Nope, that's not it either. Let's try that one. I'm only going to try for 95.16 today. Just because, well, it's where that 60 EM is at. So I want to, actually I'm going to be placing it at 14. It's what I have my thing set to right now, because at 15 there's a bottom of a 1 minute zone. So I want to take it one tick below that, just in case it like one ticks me and then reverses. So I'm going to try to play that little offset. But technically speaking, this is just the high of the 60-minute zone we've been in. And here's another zone on top of that one. And in case you guys are curious as to why or how I got into this thing, I had a new zone form down here. As I was telling you, like that trendline bounce was important for me. And then once the new zone formed, we had a new high here, came back down, and then we had 1 bar, 2 bar engulf. And I was looking to get in around 29, but got in at 32. So, and yeah, and then it just has waffled around here. So, and I'm done for the day.
Nice play. Here comes that 2-8.
So,
Hey, Gabe, I gotta go. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been fun. Sorry YM hasn't moved a whole lot more.
Well, yeah, it did move. We just didn't. I didn't see my play coming in, so I'm gonna look at it, see where it could have played it out, and it's coming into those zones right now, so I don't want to touch it
Yeah.
on the 60 minutes, and you can see if.
It's
So.
still, you got. I'm sorry, but I
There's-
feel like you kind of got ripped there a little bit, you know. Like
No,
it
well,
you may have been able to take this thing long right there
yeah,
at 34, but it, you got to play your range first and stuff, and it's been a hard day on YM,
yeah.
you know.
Yesterday gave me a hard time yesterday too, so I'll just wait.
So, but
Okay.
yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna shut this puppy down anyway. So.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all.
All right, see ya. Bye.
Sorry.
Hey, Gabe,
Oh yeah.
you still there?
Yeah.
I still don't understand how you got that 32. I mean, did you just have a limit order waiting for it?
I don't really
mean,
do limit orders anymore. I run
That's
a
what
room.
I thought. So you just
yeah,
because I went back to look at the zones and I don't see a zone there on the 1 minute when I put the old ones in.
you don't
sort of
see the
lost
zone there. Oh, well, this may explain it. I may be running with different zone logic than you, but yeah, my zone's really big right here. And so, do you see where this red line is? Or let's just take this back here a little bit. See where that
So which strength are you running your zones on? What are you doing?
5 on the 1 minute. But my zone is probably bigger than yours because I'm running with the new zone logic. Oh wait, no, you have the TradeStation version of this, so you should have the same one.
I got the cheap version, right?
Yeah, that's it. You got the cheap version. So yeah, basically this thing engulfed, or this thing surpassed the high, and then when it came back down and it touched 29, I got filled at 32 off of a market. So that's all I did.
I had my 1 minute running a strength of 4. I just changed it to 5. So maybe that'll.
Yeah. So that's where I had my 1 minute, and then got filled there, and then just wanted to play the scalp and the range, and yeah, big one.
Yeah, that was the move of the day. That was great, Gabe. Good job.
Well, I felt like I kind of telegraphed my move, to be honest with you.
I took a long also before you did. I got one, but as soon as I got my T1, I put my stop to break even and I got stopped out at about the same place you're going long.
Now that's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, I just.
Funny bro.
Well, it's funny in how you can. Let me tell you a story here. Another one of the users that uses the software, his name's like Lawrence, and another guy named John, and they used to be really big market makers back in the day, like really, really big, throwing down thousands of contracts back in the futures pit, you know. And apparently they ran a room, and they were giving out live signals as things were coming about, you know, of what they were doing and things of this in this manner, you know. And he was telling me that they had 5,000 users subscribed to their little pit feed, and they would tell people where they were doing stuff, and they would check back with people, and people still lost money, even though like they would drive the market themselves. Like they were really big, you know. And I just thought that was really interesting that you know, you can telegraph somebody a move, you know, and they could like technically ride your coattails, but yet just due to fear and greed and all that other stuff, like if someone decides to get out early or move their stop up too soon or something, and you just it sucks, man. It just sucks, you know. So it's amazing how that works. So it's kind of sad how that works, you know. But I don't know.
I went long at 10:07.
At 10:07.
So I caught that. Right.
Wow. Wow. You did really good, actually. Like
Yeah,
that.
but I did. I got T1, but then I moved my stop to break even. I told you. And so I walked out with a profit, but as I'm closing out my profit, you're going long because I didn't have a bar. I didn't have a zone there.
You didn't have a zone here.
Yeah, I didn't. Mine didn't come up, but my strength was 4, and maybe that did it. I just moved it to 5, like you've got yours. So.
And you're running that TS version that I just sent you over a few days ago, right?
No. I've been delinquent.
Of course, you've had company.
Yeah,
so.
I need to get that loaded because that may make the difference too. Huh?
And I thought that was like a wonderful trendline bounce and everything right there. I'm pretty sure I said that, didn't I?
It's gorgeous when you put your charts up. You look like a hero. A rock star.
Yeah, well, that first trade didn't make me feel like a rock star. It made me feel like like the last man on a totem pole getting hanged. Yeah, I could have had my 100 ticks. Just didn't see it.
Where do you have your stop at this point for your runner?
Oh, I'm already done. I'm out.
Oh, okay.
I got out at 83 ticks or something. Yeah, 81 ticks. Up there.
Fantastic.
So it touched the next 60-minute zone that was just above us. Just kissed that thing, but you know, I figured that was a really good entry, and I saw some other confluence up there, so I figured I'd just 81's good too, you know. So. I only saw 25 on my second one too, so that was interesting just because I wasn't sure how this nastiness would be affected when it came back through it, you know, because, man, did it spend a lot of time basing there. And look at all the high volume that we've seen on those candles. Like, those are they're getting up there. I'm still not sure how to read volume. Well, volume was high right there, and volume was high right there as stop skip got broken.
How do you define high volume?
I just have a threshold indicator is basically all this is. So whenever volume goes above 1,000 volume on a 1-minute chart, or whatever multiple time frame minute chart you want to put it on, it will tell you, you know. So like if I come in here and I go to, shoot, where's that at? go down here to that volume thing, and I apply this to the chart. Let me just do that real quick. So basically it just plots a line across the bottom here at 1000 volume, and whenever it sees above 1000 volume, it lets me know. That's all it's doing. I mean, you could also tie this to the 5-minute chart or something like that. Since I have 2 time frames applied to this. Oh wait, nope, I don't. Never mind. But that's all it's doing, is it's painting the bars. Let me go back and put on APA volume again. Where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, so every time it goes above 1000 volume, it prints the volume actual number and underneath the bar, if you so choose, and paints the bar blue. Paints the bar blue, you know, so on and so forth. But then I can also take this and I can say go from a 1 minute to like a 5 period or 5 minutes and everything above, I don't know, 3000 volume. I'm just guessing. And you can see everything that's above 5000 volume. And then I'd have to go over to data series and add this data series in here. And do 5 minutes. Volume is based off of 5-minute close. And then we push this up to 3000. And bing, bang, boom. Now, that's interesting. What is going on there?
What are you referring to when you say what's going on?
Oh, I have the 1 minute bars and the 5 minute bars overlapped. So it paints the 5 minute bar blue, but there's like this 1 minute bar that's showing up that's really big. I don't know what to make of that. Or, no, what?
Probably a flaw with Ninja.
Okay, we're going to color our bars different. Because I think it is a graphic. I'm seeing something weird in the bars, so to speak. Now let's make it purple for that. And it's what color do I want to make that? I don't know, blue, light blue. Sure. Okay, so, huh. Oh, the green bar is the, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright. So the green bar is the 5 minute bar. Duh. It's just strange having it paint blue. happens every 5 bars, which makes sense. Oh, now if we want to get crazy here, check this out. I'll do this to like 20. See what happens there. Now you have 2 bars all on one chart. I actually really like that. Oh gosh. It's a little much. It's Christmas.
Did your daughter draw this?
She did. I posted it on the refrigerator.
Tell her she's very nice. I like it.
Oh my. Did your daughter draw this? I tell you what. I can't get a break for anything, can I? I really like this deal here. Going to gonna go to File, Template, Save Template As. Okay. So now let me gonna get into programming some stuff today here. Bruce, you need to come over to NinjaTrader. That's what I think.
I'm thinking we might see some higher values over these next few days.
On CL?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that and $5, you know.
Yeah, right? But
Single
hey,
cup of coffee.
you know what, Daryl? I like your thoughts. You know,
Well, I'm afraid it might. Is it messing people up? I don't want to impose a bias, my simpleton bias on everyone.
Yeah, it doesn't mess me up at all. But not too many of us are still left in the room right now.
And these larger time frames got a nice little base here. Looks like. I thought it would go lower, but this high today was a pretty significant level at 41, 35 of today. But 41 is a significant level. It needs to, of course, break and hold that. And then from there, boom. Not a lot of resistance, you know, for a good $5.
Right?
So this really isn't pulling back much right here. or yet?
No, it hasn't. And that right there was just an engulfing candle on the 5-minute time frame. So, or what I consider an engulfing candle.
Right. Engulf the red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're looking there, and then you actually had the engulf on the 1 minute a little bit earlier than that down here at this level, as it failed to break the low down there. So that's two confirming signals to the long side, or two confirming price action setups to the long side. And then if you got long on either one of those, you basically want to be taking off a target pretty soon here.
I'm sorry, Dave, I wasn't paying attention. Is that looks like you're not hand drawing those. That's something you've created. That's this 5-minute ranges there.
No.
You've laced a 5-minute candle on a 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You want it?
Yeah. Yes, very much so.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Here, let me send you over the workspace.
I'm on Ninja.
Yeah. Not the workspace, but the chart template. So you have to go into your documents, NinjaTrader 7, and then under templates, and charts, and then here it comes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I might actually change the candle wick outline to like a gray. Oh, I have a training seminar today. Yeah, I like that a lot.
So, Dave, it's safe to say, I guess, that you know your way around Ninja pretty well, huh? I mean, you can pretty much program anything that you can conceive of.
Yep.
Wow. Have you dabbled in any kind of automation?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. I sure have.
What if you want me asking, what was the I mean, are you actively have a bot, or what was your experience with that? Is it even doable?
It is and it isn't, to be honest with you. At least right now, I haven't found it sustainable.